AITA for telling my girlfriend to stop being a bitch and apologize? I am not the original poster. That is you, Reasonable at 11:35. He posted in Am I the asshole? I changed letters to names for readability. Mood spoiler. Child abandonment. Emotional abuse. Less than. Original post. September 17th, 2023. I, 25 meters. And my girlfriend, 25F. Let's call her Alexa. Have been together for 3 years. A few days ago it was her brother's, George, wedding and we attended. Us and a few of our friends were at the same table later at the venue. Turns out my girlfriend's half-sister, 26F, let's call her Rachel, was invited and was assigned at the same table as me and my GF. I have to note that Rachel is my mother-in-law's daughter she had right before she had Alexa and then completely abandoned Rachel with her dad to live her life with Alexa's dad. They hadn't found out about Rachel's existence until mother-in-law confessed to George that she had a daughter before them. So George reached out and found Rachel and she was happy to maintain a relationship with them. But Alexa was completely against it and didn't even want to meet her. That's why Rachel and Alexa don't get along. That was 4 years back. I also have to say that I have met Rachel and we got along well. Since Rachel didn't know anyone else at the wedding, George put her at the same table as me and Alexa and our friends. The second Alexa saw her, her mood changed. She kept throwing little, innocent, insults at her and then said she was just joking. Rachel didn't really seem to mind until Alexa said, "So, Rachel, how's your dad?" I almost lost it then. Rachel's dad passed when she was 15 and everyone knew. Rachel didn't say anything but just looked at her with an almost pitiful look. She then excused herself and went to get a drink. I turned to Alexa and tell her that if she doesn't stop being a bitch and apologizes I will leave her. Right there and then, Alexa got defensive saying that I'm defending Rachel because I'm attracted to her and that I want to give her a pity F at CK, because she's the poor orphan. She said all that in front of everyone. I ignored her for the rest of the night and when it was time to leave I left her at home and went to sleep at my house. AITA? Relevant comments. Was Alexa, George and Rachel's mom at the wedding? Was there any sort of reconciliation ever between Mom and Rachel? Yes, she was. But George made sure she was seated at a table far from ours. So she was out of Rachel's sight. She didn't even acknowledge the fact that Rachel was there. And I don't think Rachel came for reconciliation but only for George's wedding since they've been hanging out a lot as siblings. Did you say anything to Rachel afterwards? At one point, we were left alone at the table, and I apologized for what Alexa said. She told me that I don't have to apologize for other people's actions. You need to leave her completely. Not just leave her at the venue. I didn't want to cause a scene at my friend's wedding. The incident was already enough, I think. But yes, I will break up and update you all. Oop is voted NTA. Update. Same post. September 18th, 2023. Next day. First of all, I want to thank everyone for their advices. I was going to break up with her anyways, but it's nice to know that people agree with me. Here's how it went down. I hadn't talked to Alexa much after the wedding because I was still very mad for her behavior. I stayed at my house and avoided her calls and attempts to contact me in any way. She came to my house twice but I didn't answer the door. I wanted to think. And I made the post yesterday because I had started doubting if I was right. I now realize I am. I went to her house this morning and asked her to talk. She started apologizing to me for what she said, but I told her that I'm not the one she should apologize to. She realized what I meant and stopped talking. I kept going. And I told her that it's over between us and to never call me again. She started freaking out and said that she would apologize to Rachel if it meant I didn't break up with her. I agreed, knowing that I would leave her even if she apologized because she's only doing so I stay. Still, I wanted to hear her apologizing because it was fair to Rachel. She called Rachel right there and then, and after a while Rachel picked up. Alexa started telling her how she's sorry for what she said, and that it has been eating her up for the past few days and she can't sleep, etc. Lies. And from what I saw, Rachel knew she was lying. I don't think Rachel even cared to hear an apology since she just said a simple okay and hung up. Alexa turns to me and asks me, "Are you happy now?" Quote, "I wasn't, and I told her." I turn to leave and tell her that I'll come pick up my stuff while she's at work. She started freaking out and screaming at me how I tricked her into apologizing to a bastard, and that it's not her fault her mother went around making mistakes before she had her, and how there's a reason Rachel was left by her mother. At that moment I knew that whoever was in front of me isn't the same person I fell in love with. I just left. She has been calling me for hours now, but I blocked her. Rachel called too, to ask if I'm still alive, since she learned from George that I broke up with Alexa. I told her that it's good riddance and apologized again for the wedding incident. She once again told me that it's not my fault, so I don't have to apologize. So that's it. I'm quite happy, to be honest, and it's not like I'll miss the toxicity. Thanks everyone for your comments. Good riddance. Rachel seems quite mature. I wish for Rachel nothing but eternal happiness and love. My god girl was abandoned by her mother, lost her father at 15, and has a sister that hates over nothing. And still she remained graceful and strong. She deserves everything. Good Lord. What is wrong with Alexa? Op made a real good decision to leave her, cause her attitude and behavior is disgusting. Especially with how she has treated Rachel. Making jokes about a dead relative is seriously just wrong. Wow. Alexa's mom disposed of Rachel, and Alexa is doing the same. No empathy in that gene pool. I get Alexa is angry at her mother and projecting it on Rachel. But joking about her dead father? Too freaking low. Why in the hell would Alexa even hate her this much? That's a rotten to the core person right there. Good riddance is right. You can tell a lot about people by how they treat others. That it's not her fault her mother went around making mistakes before she had her, and how there's a reason Rachel was left by her mother. None of it is Rachel's fault either. Alexa is a miserable and rotten person. I feel bad for the fool that doesn't realize it in time and ends up marrying her and or having kids with her. Plus 1000 on having kids. Poor bastard will be stuck for 18+ years. Even if they never get married, anyone that has kids with it will be tied to it through the poor kids. Unless they are an asshole just like her. Then it just sucks for the kids. Wow. Bro dodged a massive bullet. He said in the replies that he was going to break up with her, which was what we were telling him to do. Glad he did. She's some piece of work. If there's ever a good reason to break up with somebody, this would be it. You can't have a lasting relationship with someone that lacks basic human compassion and empathy. The second they get angry with you, they will turn that inhumanity right back at you. The only natural conclusion to all this is for Oop to marry Rachel. What a horrible person. Good on Oop. Oop got rid himself of trash. His ex took after her mom. It seems hope he and Rachel stay friends. How's your dad? When she fully knows he's passed. What an a-hole. Good riddance. I'd love to know what she was like beyond her treatment of Alexa. There's no way that this is completely foreign behavior for her, right? He mentioned being happy to free of the toxicity. But what other red flags were he ignoring? Some people are better left as stains on the bed, or couch, or car seat or gas station toilets. It took Oop 3 years to figure out his girlfriend was toxic? I guess she was like, alright, 3-year mark. I can finally be me. Woohoo. Less than punts kitten. He better say Rachel at their wedding.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.